since we're all stuck inside, as a shopaholic, I have been missing buying new clothes, so I thought that I would make a video where we shop my closet and do some thrift flips. Just a couple of ways to make your clothes that you already own something that you're gonna wear a little bit more or get a little bit more use out of. So first of all, I have this beautiful vinyl jacket that's vintage, but it is missing a button, so I'm gonna just add one. Since it is vintage, it's unlikely I was going to find an exact match, but I have found this one that I think will match pretty nicely. It's gold and it's going to act as like an accent button. Then I have this vest top which I want to crop, and I can't decide whether or not I want to cover that little bow with this or not. Then using a flat surface and a ruler, I'm drawing a line in chalk for where I'm going to cut across to make sure that it's straight. As you can see, I've cut slightly lower than my pin because you can always cut more, but you can't go back and add more. So I'm a bit nervous about this dress because it is vintage, so I don't want to ruin it. But I think that if I make it shorter, I will actually wear it more, so I'm gonna do it. So using a pin, I'm just gonna mark where on my body I want it to sit, just like I did with the top, and then I'll take it off and cut just below. So roughly this is going to be the difference afterwards, hopefully. So I feel this helps demonstrate what to do if you're cropping something that has a curved line. So what I'm doing is I'm pinning and I'm going to follow the line of the dress by cutting along this pattern, this line. I'm quite lucky because this is this pattern helps me, but otherwise you would draw a line that matches the base. So like last time, I cut just below the line I marked, and I even marked the line below where I wanted it because this time we're gonna hem it. I've also kept my excess material. I think that it's always good to keep the excess because either you can use it for another project, or if I really hate the way that it looks, I can just add it back. It won't look the same as it used to, but at least like something, you know? From this, I'm using a very straightforward method of just folding it over once, folding it over twice and pinning, and you get this rolled seam there. Now I'm just sewing right beside the edge to close off this seam. So for this next dress, I want to shorten this top area by lifting this up. I think that will make it more flattering proportions, so that I'll wear it more. So I've put the dress on inside out to pin. using where I pinned as my starting point, I've pinned all the way around the dress, and I'm keeping this skirt line, I'm just moving it up by creating a fold, an even fold around the dress, and I'm going to sew just below here so that I keep this bunching that's already been done. This dress does have a zip down the side, but luckily for me, I don't need this zip to get in, so I'm actually gonna just close it off because that will make it lie better. So this sewing could be quite tricky because I'm just taking it slow, making sure to go on the other side of this seam and making sure that all of the fabric underneath is lying flat so that the top part of the dress doesn't look horrific once all this sewing is done.